made up their minds and started attacking. Fed up with the shit Owen had to say, the trolls unleashed that vicious stream hijacking. But where were they going, not knowing they're followed by Based? Based looked up online and disliked the talking. He said, we'll see what the FBI has to say. And when Based got banned, he started squawking. Where were they going without their deleter and Based? You know, everyone who knew Based knows he's tenacious, dude. A three-level wizard in his dragon brood. Supreme pedal lovers, as useless as snow in May. But he needs some cash for a tractor he can't afford. His wife drank too much and is once again floored. By protecting Owen, he's hoping to earn some pay today. When the bears woke up, they couldn't find him. He normally posts to Twitter at the break of day. He made a new account to get around them. Where were they going without their deleter and Based? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is getting old. The bears are a bummer, the souls have been sold. And now they're all angry, while Based getting old and grey. But he needs some cash for a tractor he can't afford. His wife drank too much and is once again floored. By protecting Owen, he's hoping to get some pay today. You know, everyone who knew Based knows he's tenacious, dude. A three-level wizard in his dragon brood. Supreme pedal lovers, as useless as snow in May. But he needs some cash for a tractor he can't afford. His wife drank too much and is once again floored. But protecting Owen, he's hoping to get some pay today.
Okay, so I guess we're done with that. Sorry, alright, so this is the first time I've actually had the actual whole everything set up for a while. I used to have my whole studio set up back when I used to DJ records, but you become a dad, life gets in the way, and I had to take all that apart, so now it was kind of like getting everything together at the last minute and putting it all back together. I do have a better sound system, which I'll use later. For right now, I hope it's okay. Does it sound okay? Because this is my first time streaming with OBS in like a year. Alright. So we're going to get into this. Setup wave. This is horrible, alright? So, Ignore the crummy quality of my stream today, alright? Ignore the crummy quality of my stream today because, unfortunately, like I said, I didn't have much time to practice, okay? Because I know it's not up to par with Mersh, okay? So, enough jargon. Let's get into it. So today, Based decided he was going to do his usual thing and go and start attacking people. There was some fallouts in a couple chats. So anyway, I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that Based had to say today. Let me pull some of this up for a second, alright? Let's see exactly. Alright, I'm sorry, I can't deal with the wrenching that much. Somebody else can other moderators wrench people? I'll say Canna. You're one of the ones I know right away that I can trust. So Canna, you're gonna have to. Yes, Based is the doxer guy. So anyway, I'm not going to distribute too many wrenches. We got some stuff we got to cover. Okay, so where to start? Let's see. Well, up until this point, Based has really pretty much left me alone. He's been mainly going after everybody else. Somehow I slipped through the cracks even though I was behind the scenes doing stuff for a while. But then Based decided it was good and start giving threats to people today. Like this, for instance. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm not the best with this, but let's see if we can make this real big. Let me make myself real small up in this corner so we can see the whole thing. Alright. What does that say? I know where you live, Chuck. I know who you are, and what you have done, you pathetic weasel. I know where you live. Very, very important. He is a white knight. And then he had some other choice things to say, like to start to slander me. Like this. I have no running water in my house, and I smoke weed in front of my kids. It's funny because I don't remember that ever happening. Bigger. Okay. How's that? So apparently I have no running water and I smoke weed in front of my kids. It's funny because you know what? I don't remember doing that. I know that Based has a habit, though, of throwing around ridiculous, baseless accusations on people. And here's another threat from Based, saying, since your dad bought your house, do you think he'd be happy with what you do? Let me address this for a second. Okay, so, first of all, my dad knows absolutely everything that I do. And not only does he approve, he loves it. So yeah, he does. Second of all, my father did not buy my house for me. I inherited my houses from my grandmother when she died. Just like she inherited them from her husband, my grandfather. So, fuck you, Based. Once again, you don't even know what you're talking about. You have no fucking clue. Absolutely no clue. Okay, so let's get into some of this other stuff. I'm going to get into some of the other stuff later. I'm going to go over my personal stuff first, alright? So here's Based again. I'm not doxing anyone, but trust when I say the people starting this have extensive records. Chuck's dad won't be real happy with his endeavor. Might cost him his business. Okay. So let's say something for a minute here, okay? Actually, I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to try to position it where it's on the screen. Like I said, I'm not Mersh level with this OBS. Can you see that? Okay. So here we go. First of all, might cost him his business. First of all, I'm a subcontractor, and so is my dad. Sole proprietorships. Lose my business, what are you going to do? Remove my head? Remove my dad's head? What are you going to take away from me? I'm a subcontractor. I work for other companies. I just go there and I do, what I got to do. Might cost him his business. What did I do that would cause me to lose my business, Based? What could it possibly be? Are you referencing the music video maybe that I just played? Because you know what? I think something's very clear. I'm not fucking scared of you. I'm not. Never ever will be. Let's go over some more stuff to prove how full of shit Based is. Alright? Oh my goodness. Where's the new one? That just happened. I gotta find this. Where the heck is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Here is a post from Based's Twitter account just a few minutes ago. Sorry, that might be a little hard to read, so I'll start from the top and I'll scroll. Based Texan says that these people, look them up, know what type of people are starting these rumors. First of all, two things. My name is Chuck Boris, spelled with one R. Just one R, Based. Just one R. No two R's, it's not like Norris. It's Boris, Maybe if you knew something about, I don't know, anything. Names from other cultures. I don't know, maybe you would know that there's only one R in the name Boris, but okay. So, alright, another thing, Based. I'm not Junior. There was a Chuck Boris Jr., and he died last year. Another thing about Chuck Boris Jr., he honorably served in the National Guard. He was actually a guardsman and got a military funeral. Okay? We got that straight, Based? So you know who I am now? That's not even my name. That's not even who I am. I'm not talking about anybody else. There's other people. If you want to go and you want to rag on Based for this, go ahead. But this is my personal thing right here. Just this part. I'll get into some of the other stuff that he was doing in a minute. Alright. What does it say down here? These criminal losers have been trying to slander Eric for almost a year now. Desperately. It's funny, he's a barrel of laughs, isn't he? He's a barrel of laughs because he has no idea what the hell he's talking about. Alrighty. There's a couple more files I should have pulled up, which I'll have to do while I'm talking to you guys, but I'll do that in a minute. Let's go over some of the other stuff that happened today. So anyway, Owen Benjamin went today on Nick DiPaolo's stream, which is what caused Based to go out and decide it was a good idea to try to put our names out and spread false accusations, especially about me, that I have a criminal history. Based, find my real name. I'm Charles Basil Boris III. Okay? Look up my history. You'll find not one arrest, graduated from college, never was in any trouble, I have a degree. So, Based, you're wrong again. No criminal history. Just like I encourage people to go and get the information on Eric Nimmer yourselves, go look up, pay for a background report. What are you going to find? Maybe that my credit isn't great? Alright. So let's get into some of this other stuff, alright? So, Owen Benjamin went on Nick DiPaolo's show. And he just started banning, and everybody was shit-talking everybody. First of all, let me kind of... This is not exactly in order. I wish that it was, but this is the kind of stuff that was going on in the chat. Here is Bunny Galore in Nick DiPaolo's chat saying to ban Stampy Bear, Base Texan, Tons More Cow, or is this who's moderator or who not to get banned? I'm confused. But anyway, right after this is when everybody started getting banned. Can somebody clear that up for me? Real quick, who was there when this happened? Because I was here too, but I was so busy fighting with like 10 other people that I didn't catch every detail. Yes, this was in Nick DiPaolo's chat. They started banning everybody that had anything to say negative about Owen or Eric Nimmer. They completely shut it down. Me personally, I didn't really say too much. All I said is, hey, go to fakewarriorproject.org and look for yourself if you're interested about cases of stolen valor. I was saying stuff like that. I was being kind of yeah, Dolif starts feeding bunny names to ban. So anyway, it's a real good way to, you know, also as far as Nick DiPaolo, it's you know what people just love when they come into your stream for the first time? They just absolutely love getting banned. It's everybody's favorite thing. Didn't you guys know that? Here's Dolif once again. At Bunny Galore, ban Chronic Ops. Alright. They start banning anybody that had anything to say. Let's see, where's that other one? Okay, so after all this happened, right? After all of this happened, right afterward, a couple of people went back to the video to try to see if they could get a live chat replay. You see, not only am I not like that, that's why I made sure to increase the size of the chat here, so everybody can actually see what's being said. See, I'll increase it some more. Alright. So everybody can see what's going on in the chat. So I'm not going to ban anybody. If somebody wants to say something stupid, dig your own hole. Okay. So afterwards, when people tried to go and they tried to go back to the chat and see the live chat replay, what happened? What's this? What happened to chat replay? Bunny Galore. I think it goes away when the video is trimmed or edited. No, I know what happened. You didn't like the stuff that was going on in the chat. There you go. Acting like she doesn't know what happened. You know what happened. You either removed it because you didn't like what was said, or you edited out pieces that you didn't like, and that's why there's no live chat there anymore. Yeah, and it's so funny that DiPaolo was talking about stolen valor, because it was a perfect transition. That's all I was saying. If you're interested in cases of stolen valor, fakewarriorproject.org. Alright, so they banned everybody last night. Or earlier, not last night. So let's get into some of this other stuff. Why exactly was everybody getting banned? Was it just so bad were people making death threats or something? Nope. Wait until you see some of the stuff that people were saying. It was like... Let's just go through some of these in order. They are all having their little fest together. Hey Dolif! Hey Dolif! Bunny Band. No notifications for my channel, Locomotive. I'm sorry to hear that. But yes, he was Nick DiPaolo was talking about stolen valor, which is so funny because of the case with the guy who says that he's Native American. Apparently, there's a chance that he's a case of stolen valor as well. And you know what? I am going to look into that. Now that I know what to do and I know the process, I am going to get the records on that guy as well. The guy that, the Native American guy. And if everything's fine, I'll come out and I'll say, yep, he actually served, although I think somebody might have already done that. They probably did, so it's probably useless for me to do it, but I'll go and do that. Thank you, Canna. Fake Warrior Project. Please go and make a donation. Got some great people over there. Okay. Let's see some of the stuff that, wait, that's got to be after. I got to find... Where's the thing that Cabby said? I can't find it. We're just going to have to piece this together because I didn't have time to put all these in order, so I don't know what the hell order I'm going in. Wait, we already got that one. Here's Based Texan saying, fuck you, Cabby. I believe that was to a... Is Cabby in here? What did you say, Cabby? Do you want to tell everybody what you said? I think I might have it here, but it might take me a minute to find it. Let me see. Alan Thick. Message deleted. Yeah, it's okay. You know. Oh, next time. Like I said, this is impromptu. I haven't done a stream like this in a while. Here's more shots. For those of you who don't know, Erwin Benjamin, that's Owen Benjamin's twin, who was formerly addicted to soy and a total soy boy. But on some recommendations from, I don't know if I can say his name. I don't know if he cares at this point. Do you remember when this happened? You know who I'm talking about. Mr. Carlos Danger recommended that maybe Erwin should start eating meat. And maybe he would, he was so infected with the soy he was going to die. So they made sure that he gave him the recommendation, massive doses of meat. And he pulled through. He survived. And he's no longer a soy boy. It's funny because at first, Erwin, who was like Owen Benjamin's twin, but the opposite. At the time, Owen was like kind of sane. And Erwin was like a soy boy. Now the opposite of Owen is a sane person. So now Erwin is like just a regular dude. He used to be totally soy, but not anymore. He had soy AIDS, but bacon cured it. It was touch and go. Alright, let's get into some more of this stuff. Here's some more messages retracted. Cabby, here you are. Yep, Based also had retracted his messages. I'll get into that. You see, this is deleted. Based, message retracted. That means that he removed what was there. He didn't want anybody to see, in the long run, what he had said. So they were deleting our messages and retracting their own. Seems like they're the ones that are trying to hide something, doesn't it? It's again, Based, message retracted. Jency Green, who is that? I hear tractor funds don't go well. That is hysterical. God bless you. I salute you. That's a good one. Alright. You could kind of see what was going on in here. Did we get to the actual screenshots from the Nick DiPaolo show? Did we go to this? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, this is when they were saying ban Chronic Ops and everybody else. Let's put some of these up again. Let's leave it up there for a minute. Yep. Stampy, Based, tons more cowbell, and Ruxpin. Bear, thank you so much for helping me. So in other words, all of these bears, or Owen lovers, Eric Nimmer lovers, I don't know who most of these people are. They were helping Bunny Galore nuke people off of Nick DiPaolo's channel. And I'm sure that Nick DiPaolo is just thrilled that they were just willy-nilly just nixing people one by one. Alright. Let's see what else we got over here. I think that's pretty much... We went through pretty much, I think, all of these. But anyway, I wanted to say to Based, I'm not scared of you, Based. Alright, one second. I'm going to make my picture big because my... crap. Because I have to do some... pull something up and I don't want to dox myself, so I'm going to make myself big for a minute. We're going to go over some other stuff. Again, now that I have OBS up. Alright, let's get rid of that. I got to sign into my Google Drive. I should have had this up. But anyway. Based Irwin. It's funny. Nick did take calls, but he didn't, he only took a couple. I don't think they were just from anybody. I think they were like calls he had lined up for the day. Show your face, Based. Show your face. And he did. He did show his face. And he looks like a fucking meth head. Oh, guess what? I have some more stuff in the drive I forgot about. Isn't that some great news? Okay, here we go. Let's go over this for a second, alright? What is this? What is this? Based throwing around swear words? What? Oh, what? What did Alan do? What did Alan do? Alright. Let's go over some of these here. Alright, so first of all, let's get to the big one. The controversial document. Now, this is what I will say about this. People have been asking me all kinds of questions about this. Alright, let's make it fit this on the screen a little better. Like I said, you're going to have to forgive me because I don't do this all the time. I promise if you guys like this stuff, I'll get a smoother show. I don't think I'll ever rival Mersh, but at least it'll be, it won't be fucking terrible like this. Alright. Let me make my picture a little small. Oops, I don't want to move it. I want to put it up in the corner. Like I said, this is new to me, guys, so please bear with me for a second. Okay. So, here it is. Here is the Freedom of Information Act request. I'm trying to zoom it in, but it doesn't want to let me. Here we go. Actually, you know what? I should just put this up on the screen and completely minimize myself for a minute. That's probably the best thing to do. Alright, let's just put this up here then. I hope everybody can see that. Actually, let me do it this way. So here you go. Okay. Number one. People complaining about my name being redacted out of here. First of all, if you can see this, I can't edit this document. This is exactly what was sent to me from the Fake Warrior Project. Now here's what I have to say now that I can talk about this and now that I've actually talked to Mary Shantag of the Fake Warrior Project about this. Not only was my name listed here, but so was Mary Shantag's. So not only is Mary Shantag protecting herself, she's also protecting me. She redacted those names right before she sent them to me. Because Mary's great. I love her. She's a wonderful woman. I love what she helped me do. But when it comes down to it, she doesn't really know me. I don't really know her. Do you think that, you know, who got the $100? A guy named, the one guy who got the $100 was a guy named Lions Fan. And I tried messaging him and messaging him and messaging him, and long story short, he doesn't want to take the money. He won't take it. So I really, really, really wanted to give that money out because I didn't want people to say that I was a liar and that you said you were going to give somebody money and you didn't. So I will still leave that offer open for the second person that verifies the information. I extended it to 2 people. I will give 2 people, the first 2 people, that get the proof. That they get the proof. And not just proof that you filed. I want to see the initial search result that you got when you, after you got the bounce back. You donate it to veterans. You know, that's exactly what the guy who won the $100 bet, he insisted that I donate it to the Fake Warrior Project. He said I will not take the money, donate it to Fake Warrior Project. So, yep, dumb lines. Yep. So, Dumb Lines fan refused the money. He insisted that I donate it to Fake Warrior Project. So, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll do it. I guess I'll do it right here tonight if I can figure out a way to do it without doxing myself, because I don't want to give all my information out. Okay. But as you can see, this has been up the whole time. So you guys have at least been able to read the important stuff here. Like I said, our names have been redacted out of here. Because I'm not only going to dox myself, I'm not going to dox Mary either, and she's not going to dox me. Okay? So if that's your concern, you're crazy. Now, there's also been some confusion about this right here. Was disenrolled on July 8th, 2011. Okay? So, he entered the Marine Corps, which means he enrolled. Yes, he did. Yep, he enrolled August 2nd, 2010. But he was disenrolled on July 8th, 2011. When you get disenrolled, that's something that happens, first of all, extremely rarely. When you get disenrolled, it happens before you graduate. They don't disenroll you after you graduate. They disenroll you before you graduate, before you ever become a Marine. That's how it works. This, as you can see, Certificate of Understanding Reasons for Disenrollment, which is Form 1900. NAVMC, what do you think that's what this stands for? Navy Marine Corps. Form 10418-2. Supersedes all additions. I don't know what any of this jargon means because I'm not a military guy. I certify that has been thoroughly explained to me the reasons of disenrollment. And as you can see, look at all these reasons. Failure to maintain cumulative average of C or higher. Failure to maintain C for any academic term or semester. Failure to carry an academic course load of 12 hours per semester. Failure to carry academic load sufficient to permit completion of requirements. Failure to obtain a degree or hours required for the program enrolled. Failure to notify the commandant that you changed your course, there was a change in your college university attendance, a change in expected date of graduation, a change in mailing address, any significant illness or injury requiring medical treatment. Failure to reply to official correspondence. As you can see, you guys can read all this. So, when I got this information, let me pull something else up. Let me put my, so once again, I don't want to dox myself. Let me put up, I don't want to dox my personal information. Okay, so let's put my picture back up here. Let's put my ugly mug back up here. While I get into my email for a second. All right. So, when we heard the word disenrolled, Mary of the the POW project and Fake Warrior project had told me she'd never even heard of disenrollment before. That's how rare it is. So, okay, so let's show you a little something. Oops, let's bring that back up. Let's put this up here tiny. Shoot, I'm all discombobulated. Alright. Here is the preliminary. Yes, Army National Guard. Yes, Marine Corps active duty. When we gave the initial request, that's what we got. We got a positive hit. So we thought, holy crap, he might have actually served. So that was not the news at the time that I wanted to hear, but once again, if it was true, I would have dropped it. So what did Mary say to me after we got this? Alright, this is what I said to her. Forgive me for being so dense. But what does this mean? He was indeed in the Marines? And what does Mary say back to me? Not a Marine till boot camp graduation. He only had 36 days on this database and didn't last long in the Guard either. That was based strictly upon the preliminary because the dates didn't make sense. Although it was a positive hit, it didn't seem to make sense because it only said 36 days on the database, which was crazy. So we knew something had to have been going on, because how could you only be in for 36 days? That's like extremely... Now, when I say, wow, I hate to say I'm not shocked. So should I not say anything until there's more information? Where does it go from here? Have to wait for records from USMC and Army National Guard. Then we can expose. Yep. Thanks so much. I wish it were a happier victory, because if he's in fact lying, it's really atrocious. God bless you. Do you want to... This is why it was important that I show you this correspondence. I know I'm doxing my email here a bit, but you know, I don't care. You know, I wish it were a happier victory. I wasn't happy at first that I was that I was the only one that actually had the information. All right. Just I cannot take hearsay. Claims must be in print. I have archived web claims already. Alright. I said I understand hearsay is not acceptable. I believe she may have some video clips of, you know. So, bam. August 21st, 2018 is when we got the letter. U.S. Marine Corps letter attached. Not what I had hoped for. He was disenrolled, not even discharged, still waiting for a Guard file. So, here's the doc. As you can see, here it is, in my email inbox, with the date, August 21st, 2018, 10:05 p.m. is when this was sent to me. There it is. This is when I learned for sure that Eric Nimmer was not. When I say back, thank you for my responses, I read the email and the attached PDF files. So Nimmer was disenrolled from the Marines? That still means he never graduated and became a Marine, correct? I've never heard of disenrollment before. I thought once you signed up for the Marines, the Marines owned your butt. But seriously, does this still mean he was never a Marine even though he was never discharged? Thank you again for your quick responses. Because this is so unique to us, this is opinion and a wild guess. He may have joined, been attending school, then to join as an officer. He failed at something and did not complete requirements, therefore never getting to point of basic training, and was disenrolled rather than discharged, having never taken the enlistment oath. when you get disenrolled, you never, ever take the enlistment oath. Period. Which means you are not a Marine. Period. You might want to stop by the local enlistment office and chat with a recruiter for a reality check on that. I may very well do this afternoon. I have twin 9-month-old twins. They were 9 months old at the time. If they'll cooperate, perhaps I can work that out. And she says, congratulations, please let me find out. Thank the Marine Crane Center was not far from my house. I stopped there and they told me they were too busy to speak with me at length at the moment. However, they did say they've never heard of disenrollment. He gave me his card so I was supposed to say perhaps contact him through email when he has a little bit more time. So she replies, it's nice to know the Marines are busy, and she asks, is Nimmer a lawyer now? He's not a lawyer. He's trying his hand at being a comedian. And got the comedian he opens for to pay for a medical issue he had because he claimed the VA wouldn't pay it. He's currently using his Marine claim at the opening of his first and recent comedy special. Here's a link to the video I made, and here's all of my Nimmer information sent to her. And here's another site he uses to collect donations. Here's a link to his Instagram account. Appreciate the time you've dedicated. I'm going to make a donation today. Probably won't be much. Yeah, nothing yet on the National Guard. I'm trying to scroll through to get to the important stuff. All right, here we go. So now we're getting to where was this? Okay, it's very disappointing. The subject is actually going on the show Louder with Crowder tonight, I believe. It makes me sick he's fooled patriots into believing his BS. That's back when I thought that Steven Crowder was more. What does Mary say back? Well, if he talks United States Marine Corps service, we know that's a lie. Once again, look at the dates here. August 8th. Yep, he claimed he was force intel in the Marines on Louder with Crowder show. I will clip the video in the morning and send it to you. I noticed he usually only talks military when someone asks him. Just shared with the team. We'll see if they post exposed. Unfortunately, they weren't able to because some crap went down. And here we go. National Guard forwarded to Human Resources Command. See their reply. And here is where we found out about Mr. Nimmer's National Guard service. Alright. Canna, you're sending me messages, you're distracting me. God bless you, buddy. I saw what you said and thank you. But you know how I easily get derailed if I pay too much attention to the chat. I have to dedicate a section to reading the chat, because otherwise I will completely derail my train of thought. But once again, our information is redacted, because once again, I'm not giving out my information. The requested records pertaining to Mr. Eric D. Nimmer Jr. are not located within the Army Military Human Resources record, which is maintained within the interactive yada 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 yada. However, it has been determined that Mr. Eric D. Nimmer Jr. has a basic pay entry date of 26th of June 2013 with the current rank of specialist and a date of rank of August 5th, 2013. So let's get into this for a minute. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Somebody else complained that this one says Eric D. Nimmer Jr., right? As I told you guys earlier in the stream, my full name is Charles Basil Boris III. But I don't go by that all the time. I go by Chuck Boris. Does that mean it's not the same person? Of course not. He might not use junior all the time. Apparently he is a junior. And again, there's some jargon numbers you can call if you want to file again to make sure. So, So, but basically they said that his last rank and date was August of 2013. That still leaves a lot of question as to what military experience he does have. So in other words, he ascended rank very quickly within a couple months. I think it's 3 ranks he went up, so about a rank a month, where maybe they just appointed it all at once. I don't exactly know how it works. But the point is that he did not ascend any other ranks since 2013. So is Mr. Nimmer in the Guard? Yes, he is. He has a rank of Specialist in the Guard. Specialist is the most common rank. So in all reality, you know what Eric Nimmer probably does? He probably goes and scrubs toilets at the barracks on the weekend. That's the extent of his National Guard service. No deployments. If he was deployed cleaning up a hurricane, it would have said. If it was something like, Trump wants to build the wall, if he went down there to build the wall, it would say that he went somewhere and he had a deployment. Nope, nothing. Period. No deployments. Disenrolled from the Marines and just an average nobody grunt in the Guard. So the only claim to service that he actually does have is that he was in the Guard. That's it. Yep, that's also Army, not Corps. Once again, Nimmer has all these fantastic claims about all these great things he did in the Marines. Nope. The only thing that we confirmed that he was actually in was in the Guard. And he's nobody in the Guard. He wasn't in them. So all of that automatically invalidates any claim that he made about being in the Marines and doing this or doing that or doing that. And then you look at the Guard, there's no information there. He didn't do anything in the Guard. He's just a grunt. Like I said, I don't want to say weekend warrior because I don't want, my uncle was a guardsman. And I don't want to mock guardsmen or diminish the value of their service. I'm just saying that this particular guy is a douchebag and deserves to be called that because that's all that he is. Alright, his Marine history is garbage, and his Guard history is questionable. What a strange, strange man. So is there anything else we can do, or is that the end of the road? Where do we go from here? There's no place else to confirm his history. You see that? There is no place else to confirm his history. Anywhere else you go, you're going to find the same exact information I got. I'll submit this for posting, but the blog I use has not posted a new fraud in several months due to some problems transferring ownership to corporation from a new window. Maybe a wait. So anyway, in the meantime is when I had gotten involved with porcelain and all this other stuff that has been happening the last few days. So I sent her a message today. It's the first time I've talked to her in a long time. Thank you, Mary, for everything. I guess you know what's going on. Some people should be sending in donations. God bless you, you wonderful woman. She said back to me, you did right. Just told someone else he needs to provide a DD-214 that can be sent for authentication. What a coward for having everyone else do his dirty work. I said I've been on several shows already. I keep pointing them to your website to make donations. They are coming at me very hard. I'm surrounded by some excellent people, though, that are helping me do what's right. I really hope that a lot of good can come out of this, including resurrection of your website. And she said back to me, the list of names will not go back up. I'm just too old and too tired for the continuous court battles and threats. Sick of the stalkers. On the other hand, the work has not and will not stop. I said, I'm going to get him, Mary. I'm going to make it where this guy won't be able to walk down the streets of Austin without somebody recognizing him. Thanks for sharing all that stuff. And job well done. Internet's picked up on it. Just Google his name now, and you'll find everything you need to know about Nimmer. So anyway, that's kind of a little rundown of what happened the last few days. Now I will pay attention to the chat. Is there anything else you guys want to see? Or is there anything that I skipped or I might have that I forgot to show you? If anybody knows. Yeah, and he'll never ever admit he was wrong. Owen will never admit he's wrong. They can get the docs themselves easily. So why is Based attacking everyone? Based is attacking everybody because before I had gotten this information, me and the people in the Danger Zone, I used to be a host on the Danger Zone. I left her for a while, you know, to personal issues. You know, I used to do the morning streams for like 8 hours a day. You know, so I was completely away from them for a long time, but I had to get back in touch because of all this stuff that was going on, because it was the right thing to do. So, before I had gotten my information about Nimmer and before I had left the Danger Zone, we started putting together the pieces of his military claims and about how nothing adds up. In addition to the Nimmer thing, people are also upset at the Danger Zone because of a roast somebody did of Eric Nimmer. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to dox too many people. I'm not sure who's comfortable with having their names mentioned, but you can find it. Eric, I don't have that form anymore. If you wanna, I don't know what I did with it. I don't have it right here right now. I didn't lose it. I just don't have it in front of me right now, and it's not on the drive. I don't know where the heck it is. It's probably on Discord somewhere in my drive. I'm gonna have to look later. But yes. There's also 2 other emails where Mary's emailing back and forth between the Marines and asking for further details about disenrollment, and is there any possible way that this, that maybe he did serve, and something maybe got screwy or twisted in translation. Basically, the Lions guy posted it. Alright, I can look him up real quick because, that'll probably be pretty easy to find. Let me find it. But anyway, so Based was mad over a roast somebody did of Nimmer. They made false claims about that. Man said that he was abusing women and all kinds of crazy stuff that made absolutely no sense. So, that's why he started doxing all of us, because he said that we were making stuff up and that we were lying, and alright, does anybody have Dumb Lions? What is it, just Dumb Lions fan? I'm trying to find it. One second, let me try this way. I'm trying to find... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright, I got it. Whoa, everything's jumping around. Give me a second. Okay, you can find this on Dumb Lions fans page. Let me see, view image. Let's make this bigger. But here it says, oh, let me make myself smaller so you guys can see this. Or try to see this anyway. Is there any way I can make this even bigger? Let's try zooming this in. I'm going to have to cut off the chat for a minute, guys, so you all can maybe see this. This is about as big as it's starting to get. It looks good, a little crisper on the OBS, but what I'm looking at is very blurry, so I don't want to blow it up anymore. It says, I wasn't able to access his National Guard records. However, my colleague mentioned that there is no indication that he was ever in the Marines at all. If he was ever in the Marines as a captain, why would he be disenrolled and come in the Army as enlisted? Makes no sense to me either. We've researched and there is nothing. You've sent an FOIA to the Marines already. And okay. He was disenrolled from the Corps. This makes little sense. How do I find any... Oh, it goes the other way, I think. 1219 for... Where's the timestamps on this? Does it say? I don't know. But anyway, there you go, right there. Doesn't make any sense. There's little chance that he was deployed at all. That he was a Marine at all. Not deployed, a Marine at all. This is correspondence from the U.S. From the... This one says U.S. Army, HRC. So that's the U.S. Army headquarters. I guess they also looked into it and tried to verify anything on Eric Nimmer that they possibly could. And they weren't able to do it. They couldn't verify that information. Okay, how do I get out of this now? Oh, I know what I did. Okay, let's see. I think there was one other. Here we go. This is the one. The other one. Alright, let's make this bigger. View image. Blow this up. Okay, let's make myself small again. Okay. There you go. Classification. Unclassified. Pertaining to Mr. Eric D. Nimmer, Jr. Since there is no duty form 214, then he may have been in the delayed entry program. That would explain the disenrollment. No active duty training with the Marines. No active duty training with the Marines. From U.S. Army headquarters. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. So, Nimmer, if you think I'm lying, take it up with the Marines. Because if you think somebody's lying, the Marines themselves are lying about you. So either the Marines hate you so much that they're trying to bury you, or you never served. Which is it, Nimmer? I can guarantee you we know which one it is. Scumbag. The U.S. Marine Corps told me he was disenrolled. See attached? See, that's Mary there. She's saying, since there's no DD Form 214, in other words, since he was never discharged, he may have been in a program, and that would explain the disenrollment, but he had no active duty. So basically she's enforcing what we said. So, there you go. Proof. We got all the correspondence. We got everything. Everything that was said. Let me see if I can find more. Sorry, no, this is the crazy, crazy hell thread that happened today. There's 5 replies to this one, so it's probably in here somewhere. Why does it keep doing that every time I click on a post? Alright, yeah, we read those ones. Yeah, and this is the end to the second page to the Marines. Yep, so we saw all this. So there you go. There's like all the correspondence, pretty much anything you could possibly want to know. Based said there will most likely be lawsuits. Yep. First of all, Based, I'm not fucking scared of you. Second of all, Based, you're the one that tried to dox me and give up my personal information, which I'm not trying to hide. If you think, what are you going to do? Give out my information? Why would you do that? The only reason you would do that is because you're insinuating that somebody should come to my house. You want to actually try that? You actually want to try coming to my house? Is that what you want to do? You gonna come to my house and make me kick your ass? Eric Nimmer brags about his kill counts, and so does Base Texan. Base Texan is right there. Nimmer is this great guy. You guys are killing him. Based Texan. He is Big Bear's muscle, who lied about wanting people to. He scammed people by saying that he wanted them to send him money so he could buy a tractor. Anyway, he go over what Based said again earlier. What the screenshots? Which one? Let's find this here. Here's Based doxing us once again. Make my screen small. Here he is on his Twitter, listing our names, saying, look them up, know what type of people are starting these rumors. And like I said, first of all, he doesn't even have my real name, but what are you going to find out about me? That I went to a special high school that had a major for creative writing, that I have a degree in networking security. What exactly are you going to find on me that you think is so damning? The last I checked, I don't think that any of those things are criminal. I didn't think it was criminal to go to college and get a degree in networking security. What are you going to find? That I was an altar boy when I was a kid? You know, what exactly are you going to... What exactly do you think that you have? Based, you're so built up in your own mind. What can you say about that guy? I will. I won't pull anything. And I'm scrolling back up through the chat. Respect the claim, not the man. Yep. Nimmer says he's on Intel Recon stuff. He can't even give you his proper MOS. He doesn't even know. Yeah, I kill guys and stuff. Yeah, I sent people to meet they virgins. Meet they virgin or something like that. He doesn't even fucking speak right. Here we go. Once again, here's another, going over some of these based threats again. Since your dad bought your house, do you think he'd be happy with what you do? My dad knows everything about what I do. And he loves it. Not scared of you. Not scared of you, Based. So what a crazy man, huh? What a fucking nuts. Yep. I'm not doxing anyone, but trust when I say the people starting this have extensive records. Chuck's dad won't be real happy with this endeavor. Might cost him his business. First of all, no. Like I said, what are you going to do? Remove my dad's head? Second of all, my dad didn't buy anything for me. Third of all, once again, extensive records? What extensive record do I have? I don't know. You see, he typed in Chuck Boris with 2 R's Jr. I don't know who that is. That's nobody even in my family. It's not even spelled right. And also, there's no middle initial there. So maybe there is some other Chuck 2R Boris out there that has a record. But that ain't me, bro. Look up Charles Basil Boris III. You might find some articles that I wrote when I was in high school for the school newspaper. You might find some stuff that I wrote in college and I posted on essay websites. I used to do a lot of that. I used to do a lot of writing when I was a kid. small journalism stuff, probably a lot of it doesn't exist anymore, but what are you going to... Extensive records. What are you going to find? What extensive records? There are a few bears who swear they've seen Nimmer's DD-214 and he's legit. Not true. I have all the information, and that's what I say. Anybody who says that is either lying or Nimmer showed them a phony document. That's the only two possibilities, if that's true. So let's just get that out of the way. If he didn't forge a document to show them, then there's no way they saw DD-214. Didn't happen. Alright, so what else we got in here? Yeah, I shot at bad guys, flew planes, and drove a tank and stuff. Yep. He's got all these kinds of... Nimmer has all these kinds of crazy claims that don't even... He's the one that's crazy. And he's the one that's legitimately a criminal. This is a guy that likes to pretend he's an underage person to try to entrap pedophiles. And I'm sorry, I'm not for pedophiles. I mean, they should be castrated and buried in a ditch somewhere as far as I'm concerned, pedophiles. But this is a guy that kind of likes doing it a little bit too much. This is the kind of guy that, like... I think he gets his jollies by pretending to be a little kid talking to a pervert. Honestly, that's what I think. That's what I think. Think. Keyword based. Keyword. I think that's what you're up to. I don't know if that's what you're up to. I think that's what you're up to. Yep. It's a lie. Already proven as a lie. Like I said, and I've been screaming on these live streams. Anybody can go and file it. The first $100 bet was won by Lions. He doesn't want to take the money. He insists that I donate it to the Fake Warrior Project. So that still leaves the second one open, though. Second person that can confirm this for me, I will send $100 to. That's still on the table. And I also want to put this out there, because I think I might have said this, but I want to say this again. Now, if by some way this isn't correct, or somebody gave me bad information, and Eric Nimmer can without a doubt prove that he was a Marine, I will just as loudly and just as publicly apologize for saying he's a case of stolen valor. The thing is, though, I know that's not going to happen. I've been through this too much. I went all the way down this path, covered every single possible option. There's no way he graduated the Marines. There's no way he was deployed in the Marines. Therefore, no way he there's no way he had any kills. There's no way he was a sniper. There's none of that. If Eric Nimmer is a Marine, I will publicly apologize. I will, because regardless whether I think he's a dick or not, if he did legitimately serve, just like anybody legitimately served, you know, there's some bad people that serve. But at least that's one good thing that they did with their life. So if that's the one good thing Nimmer did with his life, I'll say it. I will publicly come out and apologize. I will scream from the mountaintops just like I screamed about how I knew I was right. That I'm sorry. But it's not going to happen. It won't happen. Two ways this is going to happen. Nimmer's going to say it's a lie, ignore it, and permanently be discredited. The only way Nimmer has a path out of this is to admit everything and set the record straight. If he wants to come and say, I'm sorry, it was a lie that got built up. If he wants to, just admit what he did wrong, then I'd be happy for him to just go away. Admit that he was wrong and go away, and I think that will be he'll have a lot easier life if he comes out and apologizes for what he did. Exactly, he shut everything down. Why did he shut everything down? Because he knows what's coming, and he knows that he is screwed. He knows that he is royally, royally, royally screwed. And Nimmer's military record was a hologram, just like the moon, right? Gotta be real fucked up if this guy turns out to be Rambo. I doubt it. And everybody keeps saying, he's 5'6" or something. He's not. He's like, the dude is legitimately, without shoes on, like 5'3". He's tiny. Have you seen him standing next to Owen? Owen's 6'7". Math. Did Eric Nimmer claim that he was in some sort of secret operation, and that's why they sealed his file? And you know what the answer to that is? People have been saying that. People have been saying, oh, he was in some kind of special ops. Here's the thing. Here's another thing that people don't understand. One, if you were special ops, you're not allowed to talk about it. So Eric Nimmer wouldn't go around making these claims. Two, if he was black ops, it would still show a deployment. It wouldn't tell you details on what he did, but it would tell you where he went. It doesn't exist. So you can throw that out the window. Refresh if the stream is buffering. Sorry, I'm not in the, this is all on Wi-Fi, so. I'm looking at some of these comments. Most of you guys are just, chatting and making jokes. Your stream was on the fritz, laggy. I'm sorry. I'm on Wi-Fi. That's why I said it was a nightmare today. I couldn't set up, I'm going to have to set up my studio again because this is something that I could do because this happened and I wanted to show everybody these documents and what's been going on now. So I had to pull all this out and get this all done. So I promise the next time that I do this, I'll be hardwired so the connection won't be laggy. Yep, Doliv is Owen's handler. She's part of the problem that's been suppressing any opposition. They don't want to hear anything about they don't want to hear anybody saying anything bad about their heroes. Yes, Based has talked about threatening lawsuits against us. He says that this is another good, important issue. Based said that we filed false CPS claims against him. I don't know anybody that had anything to do with that. If that happened and he's not just lying, it wasn't me. But I will tell you this, and I'm going to say who did it because of how she treated me today. I was threatened with CPS claims because Kristen Fowler, who is also Kristen Boy Mom, said that I am juggling my babies and a bong at the same time. Never ever happened. So Kristen, fuck you. You know that didn't happen. You know that's not true. You know that I never ever smoked weed in front of my babies, ever. You know that's a lie and that never ever happened. So, the only person I know that was threatened with that kind of stuff is me. By them. They threatened me. I didn't threaten them. I have no idea what their deal is. They love Nimmer and Owen so much that anybody that has any sort of criticism, they're the ones that want to destroy them. Just because they don't like Owen or Nimmer. I'm doing this not because I don't like them. I'm doing this because they're horrible people who have done horrible, horrible things. Yep. Crust and yogurt pants. That's her. Yep. She's a public profile. You can look up her stuff. She's on Twitter. You go and talk to her. And you see the kind of stuff that she's saying and doing. And you tell me if she seems like an honest person. That makes me want to bring something else up. I got stuff, Kristen. I got stuff to show about Kristen. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm in a single party consent state. Alrighty, let's pull this up here. Kristen. Oh, why, Kristen? Oh, why, Crust and Yogurt Pants? Why did you do this? Oh, I gotta change my profile because that was on a different profile. How do I switch? I guess I gotta log out. Just hold on a second, guys. I'm pulling something up. I'm doing a little work. You know, I know what I'm gonna do. While I am looking this up, I'm gonna mute myself. I gotta put some more wood on the fire here, and take a bathroom break. So while you are waiting, check out this little ditty.
Hanging round for irons on his shirts, and he had so much time to sit and lie about himself. A spade he was. Stolen valor pie, yeah, there it was. A girl who was a guy. Nim has sex with trannies, yeah. See him lounging with the bears. Now I'm casting disgusted stares in their direction. That Nim job surely is obscene. Yeah. Yeah, that Nimrod surely is obscene. Dig it. Hanging round for irons on his shirts, and with a monkey stuffed marine, just sitting and lying about himself. A spade he was, though only 5'3", yeah, there it was. Those aren't shrapnel teeth. Nim has sex with trannies, yeah. See him lounging with the bears. Now I'm casting disgusted stares in his direction. That Nimrod surely is obscene. Yeah. Was only a marine in his dreams. Dig it. He only did tours in his dreams. Yeah. Nim has sex with trannies, yeah. See him lounging with the bears. Now I'm casting disgusted stares in their direction. That Nim job surely is obscene. Yeah. Yeah, that Nimrod surely is obscene. Dig it. Yeah, that Nim job surely is obscene. Yeah. He was only a marine in his dreams.
I hope you enjoyed that little number. Okay, 1 second. I do have some important people that message me. Nope, it was just a message saying that I logged into one of my accounts from a different PC, so. Okay. Who's ready to see a really sycophantic bear? You guys want to see that? Huh? This is our good friend Chris Crustin Yogurt Pants over here. Let's see what she has to say. I told her that it was me who got the Nimmer information, so what does she have to say? I thought they were $50. Besides, I know it's a fake. I've gotten correspondence from the Navy for my own father's service records. But keep trying. It's obviously giving you greater purpose, ruining people's lives than living your own. This trope is getting tired. Get over it. So I donated $50 to Fake Warrior Project for mine. I didn't know it was only $10. I didn't, because this happened first. I never filed the FOA personally myself. I had help with it. So I just don't, they told me it costs money, which was kind of a way of saying make a donation. So I threw $50, thinking that it was maybe like $100. I didn't know how much it was. I only found out recently it's only $10. That's why I was like, it's only $10? Somebody else go out there and do this, please. Okay. Oh wait. Can you guys let me size this a little bit better. Oops. Okay. It said, please do it. File the Freedom of Information request. I just got an email from another person that got his FIOA. A third independent source is submitting as well. This is back when I was working on my third source. Now I think I have 4 different independent verifications. Well, I'm working on the 4th. Still. All right. If they don't have his social security number, they can't get it easily. Good luck to them. I have Eric Nimmer's social security number, Kristen. I have it. We have it. I didn't give it out to anybody. I would never ever give out Eric Nimmer's social security number to anybody, because that's fucked up. I don't want to do anything illegal. I want to prove somebody else did something illegal. That's what I'm doing here. So, I have his social security number, and I didn't give it out. I'm not a scumbag. There is no DD-214. He was kicked out and sent to the guard while where he's still serving. There isn't even a DD-214 for the guard yet. Not until he finishes his service. You get your DD-214 when you're discharged, when your service is done. There's no guard for Marines. What? What are you even saying? There's no guard for Marines. I know. That's Army. I know. They sent him to the National Guard after he failed. If you get kicked out, they don't put you in the National Guard. Yes, they do. Boom. And again, I sent her a photo of... You guys have seen this. I sent her the photo. They send you to another armed service once you get disenrolled to pay back. I can't see the picture, but I know this isn't. But I know this is inaccurate. See, I can't see the picture. Which at this point, what does she say? I can't see the picture. She's saying, I didn't see what you posted, but I know it's not true. She didn't even want to look. She was convinced it was false before she even looked. She does not care. There we go. I sent her a much clearer photo. Alright, second section. Immediate appointment. Sorry, slap was a typo. Immediate appointment to a commissioned grade in another armed force. That's what it says on the form. Let's pull that up real quick. Oh, let's make this. Can I make this big? Oh, I know what I gotta do. Okay. So. I have been further informed that once my enlistment in the United States Marine Corps Reserve has been approved. I may be discharged for... So, he enlisted. Yes, they're saying after you enlist, after you join... When you join... See, people are thinking, he joined the Marines, that means he's a Marine. No, not if he didn't graduate boot camp. They're saying that once you enlist, once you are disenrolled, this is what's going to happen to you. Either immediate enlistment or appointment to a commissioned grade in the armed forces of the United States. So what is that saying? They're going to put you in another armed force if they disenroll you. B, physical disqualification for active duty in an enlisted grade. Reasons of extreme hardship, expiration of obliged service. So the reason why we're saying it's definitely A is because we know he was appointed to the National Guard. It's pretty cut and dry. He was disenrolled. If you look at the reasons for disenrollment, it's all academic. And what do they do if they disenroll you because you're an academic failure? They put you in something else that's more your pace. So, Eric Nimmer, they said, not Marine material. Period. End of story. Alright. Let me make this bigger. For a second, while I pull that back up. Next time I'll make sure I pull it up in a different window. There's some real funny stuff coming up, guys, so please bear with me for 1 second, because you guys are going to have a fucking ball when you see some of the stuff that she says. This is hysterical. Okay, here we go. We're back again. Got this pulled up again. Oops, I don't want to move it. I want to minimize it. Like I said, I know I'm no Mersh here. It's a little dry. Alright. This is when I said slap and accidentally typed slap. Sorry, the typo. Alright. Options. Nimmer got arrested and didn't tell his supervisor, or he flunked the academic portion. Those are really the only two options, but most likely it's academic, because if you're arrested, they'll try to work with you. If you fail for physical reasons, they'll push you through. If you get sick, they will wait until you get better and let you complete. I mean, can you imagine the Army saying, "You're sick? Get the fuck out of here. You know, you're not allowed to be a Marine. You got sick because something that's totally not your fault. Getting sick, get the fuck out of here." Can you imagine the lawsuit that would be? There's no way. He was kicked out because of academic reasons. I'm just playing a little bit of devil's advocate. Why else might he have been kicked out? I mean, he was definitely kicked out. Yeah, he was disenrolled from the program when he went into active duty after graduating. That's not right. You don't get disenrolled before you go to active duty. That is not how that works. You don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Alright, what part of the country do you live in? And that's the other thing. Based says, I know where you live and all this other stuff. Well, first of all, he doesn't have the right name, so he probably doesn't know where I live, but I live in New Jersey. Alright. So, okay. Nimmer got arrested, and she says, "Yeah, we just enrolled. My husband was a recruiter. I know all the lingo." First of all, I think that this word right here, I have a problem with that word. Because I don't think that's an accurate description of who that man is to you anymore. But let's move on. Say, no, you don't get disenrolled when you graduated. It says right here, prior to my entrance on active duty. Disenrollment happens before graduation, and also length of service. You must be in the Marines for a minimum. Oh, sorry, I gotta make this bigger. Let me open this in a new window. You must be in the Marines a minimum of 4 years to be considered for a promotion to captain. What dates was Nimmer in there? He joined August 2nd, 2010 and was disenrolled on July 8th, 2011? You mean to tell me he didn't even make it a year in training? Wow, he's got to be like... He's just such a powerful Nimmer. He's just such a powerful Nimmer. They said, Nimmer, please. We're bumping you up. Alright. Dude, you're a fool. You aren't reading it correctly. Disenrolled active duty. You can't get a DD-214 because he's still technically active as he's in the reserves. Please continue to think that I don't know shit about military forms. I said, I know, right? File the Freedom of Information Act yourself. It says right there, they don't have a DD-214 for Nimmer because he's not in the Marines. And he doesn't have one. When I said, and not in the Guard, I mean he doesn't have a DD-214 for the Guard yet. It doesn't exist. I don't need to know. I know Eric isn't a liar. Your story has major holes, which it doesn't. It's all completely corroborated. I can show you dates. I can show you email correspondences that I have. Anyone with military background sees through it. Anyone with military background sees through it. How many military people are in the chat? How many military people are in the chat? Do you see through what I'm saying? Or do you say I'm telling the truth? I know that we have close military people in this chat. Are you seeing right through what I'm saying? Does it sound like that I made it up? Do you believe all this documentation? You think I made all this up? Your husband was in, so you're pretty much a combat vet. Alright. So I say, let me ask you this. If I'm vindicated, will I get an apology? If I'm wrong, I will let Nimmer punch me in the face. Personally. With all his strength. I just want the truth to be out there. You can deny it, but it will be verified. And he'll be forced to admit he lied. I'm only talking to you now to tell you you're already looking foolish. Can't file a Freedom of Information Act during a shutdown. I didn't file it during the shutdown, you stupid cunt. I have the dates. I've known about Nimmer's Marine record since August. I knew about his Guard record in November. Long before any government shutdown, Chris. Sorry. Is that coincidence on your part? Either way, I can't get a copy of a DD while someone is still serving. The Navy won't tell anyone shit unless you prove you're next of kin. Not true. First of all, that's not true. There are certain things that, yeah, you have to be next of kin to know. But, yeah, so this was filed months ago. I had to wait to get everything. The Guard 2 from August took from August till November. I had to be sure before I said anything. The Marines replied August 21st, filed on August 7th. You still haven't addressed my statement that DD-214 are only available once service is over. You get a DD-214 when you're discharged. He wasn't discharged. He was disenrolled and appointed to the Guard. Put that with the clips of Nimmer saying himself, I have 19 kills and I have 21 kills. All his inconsistent storytelling. Marines don't disenroll and put you in the National Guard. That would be Marine Reserves. That's how little you know. No, that shows how little you know, because you could go and you could get these documents yourself. The office is still open. Not what the form says. Then your form is fake. Look it up yourself. It's all public info. Don't take my word. Look for yourself. Please. And when somebody does, Remember who told you. I can tell you don't want to be convinced, so why keep this up? I have no hard feelings on you, but I'm not lying. This is the truth. The Crowders know. They all know. That's why Crowder muscled out Owen and company. When everybody is forced to publicly address it, you'll see. I meant to type I have no hard feelings. Fat fingers. It was on the phone. I've seen what I've seen, and that is completely different from what you present. Truth comes out eventually. I agree, and I maintain. I will publicly, if I'm wrong, apologize, just as loud as I am now. I'll tell everyone how wrong I was. I'll go on every show I've done so far to tell them I was wrong, if that ever happens. But it won't. And I hope I will get an apology if I'm right. So this is the second time I said, am I going to get an apology if I'm proven right? Which on my life, I know that I am. And you're right, if I'm wrong, I will be discredited and look like a fool, a tool, and a bastard for this. Rightly so. But that's how confident I am that I'm 100% right. Sorry, I get the phone call. You knew me at one point, you really think I'm making stuff up. Risking all of this shit just for the hell of it. I don't think I ever knew you, to be honest. You did, I'm the same guy. When all this is over, I'll return to doing my stupid songs for a I don't mean to call you guys nobody, because she's under the impression that I'm shit. So basically I'm telling her, well, when all this is done, I'm going to go back to being the guy that you don't like to watch. Making songs for people that you don't care about. That's what I mean. I'm not insulting you guys. I'm not doing this for money. I haven't asked for 1 penny in relation to this. My YouTube channel is not monetized. I'm receiving no money for doing this. Here's the funniest part. My uncle's lieutenant colonel in the army. He verified to me your paper is a fake. How was he able to do that? Did he live right there? I know you didn't ever show your uncle anything. I know it didn't happen. The only thing I've asked is that people make donations to the Fake Warrior Project. I'm sorry, thinks that? Tell him to file the FIOA. It's free for military. Please, that's your shot. This is your chance to prove me right or wrong. The Fake Warrior Project had never heard of disenrollment either. This never happens usually. It's extremely rare. He has access to his records. They are already checked, and that paper is fake as fuck. Not true. He has clearances you haven't heard of. He has clear... You don't even know. My dad could beat up your dad. I said, I know someone is lying. Probably true, but these docs are 100%. The Fake Warrior Project got them for me. She's saying that he served for 30 years. He's not lying. I said, don't take my word. Look it up for yourself. I'm going to have to shut off the camera for a minute because I hear my dad coming down the stairs and I don't want to dox him in his underwear while I'm doing this. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Look for yourself. Please, please, I beg you. With every ounce of my being, look it up. It'll cost you $10 in time, or file with the Fake Warrior Project just like I did. Please, seriously, I beg you, anyone, look it up for yourself. I told you my uncle's already verified the document is fake. I don't need to pay for anything. He also said Fake Warrior Project is a scam. Fake Warrior Project, remember? That's the one that's run by the aging widow of a Navy SEAL who runs this non-profit organization. So, by her opinion, Fake Warrior Project is a scam. Sorry, I kicked out my mic there for a second. She says Stolen Valor is the only accurate site. I said, fine, look it up with them. Look it up with them, please. But thanks for calling me a liar and my uncle an idiot, which I didn't do. I didn't call her a liar or an idiot. I said either he's wrong. Well, I did call her. I'm sorry, I did call her a liar. I didn't call him an idiot. I just said that he's wrong. And hearsay doesn't count, which is exactly what she's doing. To either do fake docs. But well, that's what I'm saying. You can go and you can prove that these docs aren't fake, but you don't want to. You can't just say someone said it, Go get the documentation yourself, file with Stolen Valor, or whatever website you like. Get the documents that prove me wrong. So now you're accusing me of forging federal documents. So now the argument isn't that I don't know what I'm talking about. Now your argument is that I made the whole thing up. And look, I don't mean to call you a liar or insinuate anything about your uncle. I don't know what you're talking about because you made the whole thing up. Yes, that's my opinion. So this came from the Marine. See, I put the Marines in the Army. That's supposed to be and, because, you know, there's something called autocorrect on phones. I said, you do realize if you can prove that I forged a federal document, you could put me in prison, correct? There aren't Marines in the Army. She doesn't understand that this up here is a typo. I didn't mean Marines are in the Army. It's supposed to be and the Army. And, not in. Right, and I'd say the res Eric Nimmer was never a Marine. He failed out of the Marines, and he's a guardsman now. This is all inaccurate, but it's cute that you insist you know what you're talking about. Once again, I'm pleading with her. Just promise me, if it ever comes out I'm right, will I get an apology? I saw the photo you just made, Do you realize that you just made a punishment? This is when she's brought up documents and said that this is from my dad. And then I said, oh, sorry. I thought, because at first when I saw the Mars terraform stuff, I thought that she had forged that in there. Then we found out later that she just pulled it off of a website. So I said, oh, I'm sorry. I saw the Mars stuff and thought that you edited that in there. I told her right there. I misinterpreted what you said and that picture she posted. I don't have an argument, Chuck. This is all dumb and lies. I have more important things to do. So again, pleading with her. This is what I got when I filed. You do realize Nimmer could easily prove me wrong, right? If he served, he has proof. Why has he run away and hid? It should be easy for him to squash a nobody. He hasn't. Why? Tell me. Let me guess. He won't waste the time. Cool. Sounds legit to me. I'm too busy living my life to demand proof from a man who hasn't done anything to make me doubt his word. I'm glad you're honest. You don't care that he's stealing the honor of your family who served deserve fine. About that apology. He's not stealing honor, sorry you didn't think, blah, 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 blah. Truth is out there. We're getting to the end here. The truth is out here. It will be seen. Oh, earlier that was a typo. And the Army. That's where I explained that to her. Fat Fingers, remember? Fake Warrior Project, a not-for-profit organization run by a widow of a Navy SEAL, is a scam? You're crazy. Thanks, have a nice day, and that's the end. Okay, let's bring my video back up. That is a good example of the sycophantic things you will see with the bears. They don't want to know. The only way that they will ever believe it is if Owen himself is forced to admit it. And I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. Everybody's saying, why are you somebody said to me, why are you doing this to him? You know, even if it is, they don't care. Somebody even said, even if this is true, why would you do this to him? So in other words, fuck it. In other words, fuck it. Who cares if he's a liar and he's stealing valor? Which, by the way, impersonating a soldier in itself is not illegal. It's illegal to profit off of your false claim or to wear medals that you did not earn. And that's the strike for that is $100,000 fine and imprisonment. So that's what Eric Nimmer is up against if anybody decides to prosecute him. Eric Nimmer's up against a $100,000 fine and imprisonment for doing this. Yeah, why would I slander a good lying man? That's pretty much exactly their argument. And we know that he's profiting. We absolutely know that he's profiting. His biggest joke, his big wind-up joke is, I only joined the military to make white people thank me for the freedom. Does that sound like something that a true Marine would say? Does that sound like an honorable man to you? I know he's a comedian, but that's not funny. You're making people who have actually served look like a bunch of douchebags when you say that. That's another reason that people who actually served should be mad. Not only did this guy steal valor, which makes you look bad, he talks like a punk, and he says negative things about the other armed services. That's not how the military treat each other. All they want is their hero, and it's illegal to portray yourself as an officer of the military. Keep doing the work, thank you. Yeah, Owen's profiting too. They all are. I mean, guys, it's midnight already. I could be doing this all night, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon. I'm also extremely thirsty because I've been talking here for like, I don't know, how long have we been going? Almost 2 hours. Oh my god. But yeah, I'll have to. There's so much of this stuff, you guys. The rabbit hole just goes and goes and goes and goes. Oh, one more thing I want to prove for the record. This is also important. Alright? Do one other thing for the record. So you guys know that I'm not lying. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof that I talked to Darren Crowder on the phone. That part, you're going to have to take my word for. But I can prove some other stuff. So, let me show you exactly who knows about Eric D. Nimmer. Sorry, this internet is so slow. Alright, well there's the Darren email. Let me go back a little further because things happened before that. Alright, here's a good place to start. Alright, let me minimize myself. Okay. These are all my work related. See? Let me make this bigger. Here's this is Darren Crowder. That's Garrett. Quarter Black Garrett. There's Courtney Kirchhoff. There's Steven Crowder. If you see, the Nimmer documents are all attached. Alright, so let's do this. Now that I've shown you that I did indeed send them, first let me show you the first person who got back to me. I don't know why that's not showing up. Just give me 1 second. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure I'm trying not to dox too much personal information here. Here we go. And here, right in this email, is proof that I called. Alright. So what does this say now? You left me a voicemail for me concerning trying to reach Steven. Unfortunately, I cannot give that information out. If you'd like, I could forward the message to me, and I can relay it. Oops, sorry, Ed. I gotta close that. I didn't realize his phone number was in there. I feel bad now. But, trust me, it's there. You see, people are wondering why I redact information, because I didn't want something like that to happen. So, unfortunately, I'm not gonna open that up again. Unless I can just blow it up enough where you can't see his information. I completely closed that down, so I'm gonna... You know what? That's something I'm gonna save for another night. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm doing it now. Go do it live! I'll fucking do it live! Alright. Let's get back into this. Anyway, how about while I prepare the next little bit, and since we're on the subject of Crowder, why don't you give this a listen?
You and me, we used to want Steven Crowder, every day with Crowder, always. I really feel that his show's round the bend. I do believe this could be the end. It looks as though your fans let you go. You lost your steel and the blaze really blows. You show peaked, I know the game you're playing. So please stop complaining. Your fibromyalgia hurts. You show peaked, I know the game you're playing, and I don't need your reasons. Your fibromyalgia hurts. But her memories of you and Jared fighting, while some guy Ed was mighty in his own way. And I won't lie, both you and I know you and Owen hang with the stolen valor guy. You show beat, I know the game you're playing. So please stop explaining. Your fibromyalgia hurts. No, 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 you sure beat the long con you keep playing, and I don't need your reasons. Your self-importance hurts. It's all ending. Drenny hides pretending who they are. See, your precious show is dying. I see. You show Pete, I know the game you're playing. So please stop explaining. Your fibromyalgia hurts. No, 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 you show Pete, I know the game you're playing, and I don't need your reasons. Your fibromyalgia hurts. Your fibromyalgia hurts. I know the game you're playing, so please stop explaining. You sure Pete, you sure Pete, you sure Pete. Oh, I know the game you're playing, and I don't need your reasons. Finn got you good, Finn got you good, he got you real good. La 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 la.
Alright. I hope you all enjoyed that little ditty. Okay, so let's get back into the serious stuff again. Now that we all had a laugh, because even I need to laugh every once in a while. I gotta take a break from all this. Now, see a lot of people, and I was kind of hush-hush about this, but what's with the parodies? You know, I've been living with quite a burden for a while, keeping this a secret, and I needed to do something to keep myself sane so I could still laugh. Because this has taken up a lot of my time, and I personally can't wait to move on. And that's what I think some of these people don't realize. They think that I'm just being malicious or something like that, but it's not the case. This over here, there we go. Okay. So this is my response to Sound Guy Ed. I said, I totally understand you not wanting me to give his info out to anybody. I'll be frank, he was never a Marine. I have the correspondence from the Marines proving he was never a Marine. His claims of being Special Ops or Force Recon are complete lies. I've been on his case for a while, waiting for the right opportunity. He's spreading his lies on Steven's show was the last straw. Eric Nimmer was disenrolled from the Marines. This is something that almost never happens. So anyway, I don't need to go over this. You guys know exactly what I told him. Alright, so I gotta pull this up again for a second so I don't dox myself again. Okay. So let's see, what did Sound Guy Ed have to say back to me? Again, I have to frame these in such a way where I'm not giving away his personal information. Okay. And please, if you don't bother Sound Guy Edward, you know. Okay. So hi Chuck, thanks for the info. We have other people looking into this matter and will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Out of my curiosity, how did you find my phone number? Which is another little secret. I'm not going to tell you guys how I found his phone number. I'm going to skip that part of the email. But what does it say here? Oops, sorry. I was blocking that, wasn't I, with the OBS window. Alright, let's pull this over. Sorry. Put this all the way over here for a second. There we go. See, hi Chuck. Thanks for the info. We have other people looking into this matter and will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Yeah. To use a Paul Joseph Watson, let that sink in. We have other people looking into this matter and will be in touch with you as soon as possible. And what do you notice something else? What does this say? Sound Guy Edward, right? Look at the date. October 29th, right? 2018. Sound Guy Edward, right? Okay. So, once again, gotta pull this up so I don't dox anybody. Now, so I told him in this email, when I was telling him how I got his phone number, I was telling him how much I liked his, the Across 110th Street, parody that was on. It's not really a parody, it was more like a cover, but... Oh, here's another important piece of important information. Alright, let me minimize this for a second. I like seeing myself because it lets me know how everything is framed. It's something weird that I have. But, yep. One last thing. Let it be known, I tried contacting your crew every way I could think of. CRTV basically refused to forward anything to the LWC crew. I wish I didn't have to resort to bothering you. I hope you're not upset with me. He said, sorry you had issues contacting anyone regarding this matter. Okay, I gotta pull the thing up for just a second because, once again, doxing concern. Well, I'm gonna reveal something to you guys right here that Sound Guy Edward told me before anybody else knew. Alright, let's minimize that. Sorry you had issues contacting anyone regarding this matter. You haven't bothered me in the least. For your information, Monday was my last day at Louder with Crowder, so I have no further knowledge of what was or what will be done regarding Eric Nimmer. Blessings to you, Edward Parker. Real Guy Edward. He's no longer sound Guy Edward. He's real Guy Edward. As though he's finally been let free, and now he can be a real person and not one of Crowder's lackeys for him to bitch around like he was Sven Computer. Also, if you look at my thing, I had an argument with Sven Computer because I didn't like what they were doing to him. It's not that I didn't like Sven. I couldn't stand the beep beep boop boop stuff. It was so stupid. If there was a way that they would have kept him with, that's why I told him, if you want to be a computer, why don't they have you be like an unkillable Terminator or something like that? It seems disrespectful to you, and it's stupid. It's bringing the show down, what they're making you do. And we had a fallout. You can look at my video where I apologized to Sven after saying I was canceling my mug club and stuff over him. I ended up canceling it anyway later on, but... So, that was the last I heard from Ed. I sent him a couple emails after that, but he never got back to me. I sent him an email today, and he didn't get back to me, probably because he's just done. He doesn't want to have anything to do with this again. Let me just pull up the one other email so I can prove. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is the, here we go real quick. Let me pull this up. I'm going to frame this in such a way where I'm not doxing myself again. Okay. Damn, this... Oh. Make those little points so tiny. This is when I told Darren, sent him the response from the National Guard. And let me find the other one. Let's go back. Second, I gotta pull this up so I'm not doxing my phone number to everybody. Not that I wouldn't just absolutely love all of you calling me at all hours of the day. And here is me sending the information that I have. Oh, I doxed myself. Oh well. There you go. Here's the proof. The proof that I sent the Crowders. My information. So anyway, why is this significant? This is significant because the Crowders know about Eric Nimmer. They never got back in contact with me. And I know that if they did their own independent verification, they got their documents back already. So they know. Alright. Quick summary before I get out of here. Today, Based Texan decided it was a good idea to dox me and several others on stream. He said I was doing illegal things, that I have a criminal history. He attempted to try to spell my name and release it to everybody. Apparently so people could come after me. There's one. Let's go again. Here, where's that other one? Yep. Since my dad bought my house, once again, my dad did not buy my house. My dad didn't even buy the house. So, he thought that was a good idea for him to do that, and here is the screen cap of his Twitter of Based Texan, Mr. Scary Based Texan. Putting our names out there, and not even spelling my. This is my. I think the thing that I'm the most mad about is that he spelled my name wrong. That he doesn't even have it right. That's the thing that upsets me the most. Second is that he's accusing me of doing something I didn't do. Look him up. You know what people are starting these rumors. Once again, look me up. You'll find nothing because I've done nothing. Anyway, so that happened. Also, on Nick DiPaolo's stream, there was a coordinated effort to completely silence anybody that had anything to say about Eric Nimmer or Owen Benjamin. Let's see, here you see Doliv saying at Bunny Galore ban Chronic Ops. Let's see, where's that other one? Oh, there we go. Stampy Bear, Based Texan, Tons More Cowbell, and all these people. Thank you so much for helping me. Bunny Galore is the moderator on Nick DiPaolo's stream. She's the one that colluded with the Bears to absolutely silence anybody that had anything to say, and not everything that people were saying was foul-mouthed or anything. Some comments like I made that were as simple as fakewarriorproject.org, but removed, comment removed. Let's go get to some of those. Some of the comments that they removed, and Based Texan also removing his own comments. There's Based. Based here, removing his message. The one that slipped through in this, I hear tractor funds don't go well, which is hysterical. Whoever made that comment, fucking fantastic. Alan Thicke said some very similar stuff. Alan Thicke said that he was going to buy a tractor just to set it on fire, to which Based Texan simply replied, "Fuck you, Alan." Alright, here we go. Here's Cabby. So Cabby got deleted. Based Texan removed his message. Why? Because he was saying all this stuff and then telling ban this person, then ban this person, and F this person, then removing the comments so nobody could see that it was him that was doing it. He's a snake in the grass, that Based. We're going to close out the show tonight by doing one more send-off to Based. Here we go. Here's Owen's twin. Got their message deleted. This person, message deleted. All this. And all Irwin was saying is go to fakewarriorproject.org. That's it. That's the only thing that he was saying. Banned. He didn't even mention. At the time, in Nick DiPaolo's stream, they were talking about the Native American and the kids wearing the MAGA hats. So he was talking about stolen valor. So I said fakewarriorproject.org can verify claims of stolen valor. Removed. Removed. Alright. Is that all of them? Oh, here's Based telling Cabby to go fuck himself. Then once again, Alan Thicke. Message deleted. Just went on an all-out banning spree on their stream. Here's everybody sucking up to Dolive when she came in. Hi, Dolive. Hey, hey. My phone is getting blown up. Uh-oh. My wife just sent me a text message. I don't know where you are, but I'm locking the door and going back to sleep. I might have to crawl in a window to get back in my house after this because I don't have my key on me. Too late now. I already got to crawl in through a window, so I guess no reason to hurry up and finish in a second. Alright. So. I would say that now's probably a good time to wrap this up. We've been going for 2 hours and 13 minutes. And it's been dense. So. But anything that nobody I know ever did anything to harm Owen Benjamin, period. Nobody did anything to try and harm his children that I know. Nobody did anything to try to cause physical ill will to Owen Benjamin or his family that I know. It never happened, and Based Texan is spreading these rumors and saying that these people, with me included, are trying to murder Owen and his family. That is Based Texan's claim. And that's why this is so important, because that's what he's really insinuating when, oh, see what you were up to. He's insinuating that I tried to poison Owen Benjamin. Now, I'm a new addition to this. I was not lumped in with this. Everybody else was first. They're the ones who you should really go out and defend, because they didn't do shit. Based is fucking nuts. He has lost his mind. So, no, Eric Nimmer was not deployed. He never ever graduated. I'm not pulling up the documents again. I closed everything already, everybody. Go back when the stream is over, or go to my Twitter and you can see the documents yourself. He was never ever deployed. He was disenrolled after 11 months, which means that you never graduated. If you didn't graduate and you were disenrolled, it means you never ever took the oath, which means that you never ever became a Marine. Period. Ever. So Eric Nimmer was never a Marine. He's currently in the National Guard, where they stuck him after he flunked out of the Marines. He was so academically inferior that they kicked him out. So, period. Yep, stolen valor. I know that there's a lot more to the story than it gets confusing. But today I wanted to. It's all related though. And this is what this stream was really about tonight, exposing the shit that Based is doing and saying about people, the lies that he's spreading. He's the one who's outright fabricating. Yep, nobody would ever do anything to hurt a child or an animal ever. Nobody that we know would ever do that. So if something like that happened, it wasn't from us. If that really happened, Based Texan, I hope you're watching this. Go and find the people who actually did it. Because if somebody did send something, it wasn't the gummies. We know that the gummy dicks, I saw the stream where Owen opened them and said, huh, that's really funny. And then Artleen later on said that he ate them. So we know that those are, if there was something poison mailed to him, it wasn't the gummy dicks. That was not us. Or anybody that I know. We didn't send those, and we didn't send anything poisoned to you. Period. So if those are your issues, then go find the guys who really did it, because it wasn't us. I still think you're a scumbag, but that's one thing that I'm not responsible for. I will take all responsibility for the stuff that I'm saying about Eric Nimmer, but nobody that I know or me was involved with ever trying to hurt anybody in Owen's family. And my thing is strictly more about exposing Eric Nimmer's stolen valor and the way that he has probably also lied to Owen, because, you know, I know Owen's a madman, but there's a good chance Owen doesn't know, and Owen is fooled too, because we all know Mr. 147 IQ isn't exactly got the beans rattling around up there anymore. So he probably was not able to put two and two together to figure out that he lied. So he's probably under that too. So let's hope that soon one of them is able to let's hope that someone is able to get Owen to have to publicly admit that Eric Nimmer is a case of stolen valor. So that's how I'm going to end it tonight. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll try to do this more often. We'll see what happens. So have a great day, everybody, and God bless and good night. But before we leave, we are going to play the song for our very good buddy once more. Based Texan, I made this especially for you. This is just for you, Based Texan.
They made up their minds and started attacking. Fed up with the shit Owen had to say. The trolls unleashed that vicious stream hijacking. But where were they going, not knowing they're followed by Based? Based looked up online and disliked the talking. He said, we'll see what the FBI has to say. And when Based got banned, he started squawking. Where were they going without their deleter and Based? You know, everyone who knew Best knows he's tenacious, dude. A three-level wizard in his dragon brood. Supreme pedal lovers, as useless as snow in May. But he needs some cash for a tractor he can't afford. His wife drank too much and is once again floored. By protecting Owen, he's hoping to earn some pay today. When the bears woke up, they couldn't find him. He normally posts to Twitter at the break of day. He made a new account to get around them. Where were they going without their deleter and Based? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is getting old. The bears are a bummer, the souls have been sold. And now they're all angry, while Based getting old and grey. But he needs some cash for a tractor he can't afford. His wife drank too much and is once again floored. By protecting Owen, he's hoping to get some pay today. You know, everyone who knew Best knows he's tenacious, dude. A three-level wizard in his dragon brood. Supreme pedal loppers, as useless as snow in May. But he needs some cash for a tractor he can't afford. His wife drank too much and is once again floored. By protecting Owen, he's hoping to get some pay today.